Guys, deluded Guna. Now, I've spoken about Barcelona going away from their principles before. If you haven't, just go and check that video again. I don't want to go over the same things, but in light with the Neymar thing and things of that nature, I felt to get some thoughts off my head. Firstly, now, Barcelona have, yeah, they've been done dirty with PSG doing this. It's not underhand tactics. Well, it is. They've tapped up the player. They've tapped him up for a year. They've tapped him up. He's technically was a free agent and things. They've financially doped. They've gone around the little things. It is a taste of Barcelona's old medicine because typically they are the ones doing this to people and it's happened to them. They've done a lot of dirty tactics. They've hid funds. They've hidden funds. They've signings to appease the boards. They've hidden funds and done a lot of dirty things in regards to funds, particularly around the Neymar, when Neymar was signed and things of that nature. They've had the ban. Like I said, the Santos deal to Neymar is well documented. There's several different dodgy things they've done. Evaded taxes, broken into international law, facilitating dodgy Qatarian links. And the irony is that these very links then went around and stole, well, not the very links, but the same very nation of where the links came from, went and stole Neymar from you. So it is a bit of bite of your own medicine. And I mean, they can't really complain about tapping up players. No disrespect, but you can't because they've tapped up Cesc, they've tapped up Bellerin to no avail. They've tapped up many a player before. So yeah, that's the board has shown incompetence on many different levels. They've shown they're just a bunch of admin teams. They just don't get the project that is Barcelona, the purity that Barcelona should be, the sort of football Barcelona should be. Basically, just ruining the model that Cruyff set, that Pep helped. Not the same thing, but Pep left, and all the people before it. It did start with Enrique. He did kind of move away from tiki-taka, and it was the beginning of the end. They've now got 29 days to fix the problems they had within that side before Neymar, and now replacing Neymar. They need a right back. There's a case for a centre half. Definitely need a centre mid. And yeah, now there was a case for a wing already, and now there's a case to go and sign Neymar's replacement. So they've got a lot to do. Like I've already said previously, this is probably the worst Barcelona side we've seen in recent years. Of course, the media is exaggerating and things like that. We need to remember that they did win 2 cup competitions last year, and they just finished 3 points off beating Real Madrid, because Real Madrid did win the league, but there were incidences Real Madrid looked like they were going to bottle it. Real Madrid deserve it. They deserve everything they've won. But Barcelona is somewhat self-inflicted. You look at what Enrique was doing last year, resting players. You saw many a time Barcelona were resting players only to then lose these games and have to come back behind to salvage a draw. The over-reliance on MSN highlighted this, and it highlighted their problems, and they couldn't really afford to rest. Like I said, this is collectively the worst Barcelona side we've seen. Yes, they've had problems under Louis van Gaal and problems prior to Pep Guardiola's arrival, but quality-wise, I mean, unrecognizable. Yes, the previous guys that came from La Masia and have the links are there, but the new blood isn't there. The quality. What's that? The quality of the side generally isn't good enough. Paco, Turan, Vidal, Mathieu, who's on 90k. Ridiculous, just ridiculous incomings and ridiculous outgoings. You look at Thiago says different periods things happen, but these players shouldn't have been allowed to go. In regards to Mathieu, he's on 90k and he played a handful of times, so the wage structure is wrong. The wage structure kind of hinders them from signing certain players. Of course, they'll always sign good players, but let's just say we've seen many different examples when they can only afford to renew certain big players' contracts one at a time. So that needs to be. I'm no expert in them things, but that needs to be pleased. They need to return to their principles. They look into the academies before you buy from abroad. The crop of players that know what it means to play for Barcelona, more so the Catalonian people that support them, their technical qualities, because especially the midfield, like this is a shocking midfield for Barcelona. I mean, I give Rakitic correct credit. I thought he was going there to be a squad player. He's reinvented his role. I'll leave him, but the rest is ridiculous. This is probably the worst. It's so much an un-Barcelona side. Like I said, some of the things are exaggerated. They won 2 cups last year, and they were only off the league by 3 points. Yes, the Champions League was quite a disgraceful performance, especially when you considered that they got over the line against PSG. It was ridiculous. We've seen the problems. And a side note in regards to Neymar, we're hearing that his dad's money grabbing, and we're hearing they're going to live the slightly more taxed relaxed laws in Paris, if I believe, a more relaxed lifestyle. They're going to do that and they're making money. We need to remember Neymar's dad grew up in a favela. They didn't have much. In fact, I'm very sure his mum and dad didn't have money for the ultrasound. That's well documented. Yes, they're chasing money, but can you really forgive them? I mean, can you really get onto them? You have to forgive them for that when they've come from nothing. They're nothing but pawns in this game. What they're earning, yes, it's a lot of money, and you can argue it's immoral in football, but it's peanuts compared to what the clubs are earning, what the club has. At least this is someone that can earn something and can create intergenerational wealth. This is just simply a game for the for everybody, and more so the Qataris that own PSG. Do you think they even looked twice when they signed that contract and handed it to the lawyers for how much money? When Neymar came from nothing. Yes, there are dodgy things and both sides have to own up to it. But genuinely, I don't blame Neymar, and especially Barcelona have done a lot of dirty-handed tactics, and this has really come back to bite them. For me, I want to see Barcelona playing with the purity that they had previously, people that knew what it was like to play for the club. Because from a neutral point of view, you like to watch Barcelona play. They signified a lot. They had people that knew what it meant to play for Barcelona. They had technically great players. They had excellent movement. It's so much an on-Barcelona side, and they paid for years of poor recruitment, and it's finally bit them. And Madrid deserved the fruits of their labor because they planned ahead. They fixed the roof while the sun was shining, rather than waiting until it rained and thought, oh yeah, we need to fix the hole in the roof. They didn't do that. So yeah, mainly the La Masia. I keep calling it La Masa, La Masia. They need to get back to that, man, because where are the players? Where are the Sergi Sampas? Where are the Elinas? I really hope I said his name right. I think I said it wrong. But these sort of players collectively, unrecognizable squad there. It's ridiculous. Guys like Vidal and things like that. They've signed Deulofeu. I think Deulofeu's alright, but come on, man. These are not guys that are going to improve the side. Anyways, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Like I said, if you want to see my other points and the specifics, just type in my Deluded Gooner FCB moved away from the principles, and you'll see the two that I'm saying. But yeah, guys, I'm signing out. Get in the comments, etc., etc. Thank you for watching.